Whispers from the Brighter World, beloved Master, revered Babuji Maharaj, Friday, December 7th, 2001, 8 am. When one is serving, it means they have already made some progress and they have offered themselves to the great intentions of higher forces. One must love, surrender, and not feel deterred in the face of difficulties which may arise from this service. This commitment must be made with full knowledge of the facts, and it must let one's life follow the way reserved for it with ardor and without regret. This requires unfailing faith, which does not fluctuate with the passing days. Sacrifice must be willingly agreed to, and it must make one happy no matter what happens. Mission beings carry a heavy load in this world. They become incarnate to serve humanity. The greatest are exposed to the worst difficulties. Famous cases are reported in history, but where would the greatness of their mission lie if they did not go through a process fraught with obstacles? They suffer for the love of God and His creatures. This is how humanity progresses, the strongest at assisting the weakest. Be vigilant, attentive to the others around you. This principle should not escape you. Whatever your current level, you can help your brother. Pujya Babuji Maharaj. Same day at 10 am. That is good. You are making progress and you are able to receive us even in unfavorable situations. The circulation of energy between our two hearts is well established. You can assess the distance you have come to arrive at His easiness. Beings around you and those who will have access to these messages will not be able to imagine how much you gave of your person to achieve this result. We mentioned the notion of service previously. Here is an illustration of it. It necessarily entails sacrifice, even if it is agreed to with love. Where would the attractiveness reside of a life devoted to whims, to self satisfaction, without looking around oneself, without the least commitment towards others? A frenzied self centeredness leads to the greatest isolation and limits life. To grow richer, it must closely mix not only with one's fellow creatures but all forms of life, and it must be engaged in a dedicated and selfless action. Thus does an incarnation takes on its full meaning. Opening up to others is the purpose of the long process which justifies it. Selfishness does not bear fruit. It makes the creature regress by holding it far away from the altar where the celestial agreements are signed. You who read us are completely able to understand the true meaning of our remarks. Pujya Babuji Maharaj.